When she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff. Now, from what she said to me, it was disturbing because, they didn't stop. She just walked out. He said, if I can make a man suck my dick, I can make people do anything for money. That's what you said, Puff, about Christopher Williams sucking your dick for a demo deal, and you cut him a check.
Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Puff was like, yo, Gene, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room.
Well, hold on to your hats, folks, because the music industry is about to get rocked. The sensational Jaguar Wright has already exposed Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige, Common, and the Roots on social media. But now she's taking aim at none other than the legendary Diddy himself. And let me tell you, she's not holding back.
See, you were a victim, and then you became a victimizer. And that's what you chose.
In a jaw-dropping video, the magnificent singer spills the tea on the music executive, vowing to reveal the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And boy oh boy, does she deliver. According to Wright, she's hired an entertainment lawyer who worked with Bad Boy around 2003, and this legal eagle has a doozy of a story to share. Wright alleges that Diddy has been using his power to force his subordinates to satisfy him. Oh my, this is one showdown that's not to be missed.
Working at Bad Boy because she was one of the lead counsels for Bad Boy Entertainment. She witnessed something. She witnessed something that was disturbing to her.
So, get this, apparently Diddy had a meeting with the talented singer and actor Christopher Williams about a demo deal. But when the attorney went to Diddy's office to get approval for some paperwork, she was in for quite a shock. She allegedly walked in on Williams performing a sexual act on Puff himself. Oh my.
When she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff.
But here's the kicker, that surprising sight didn't seem to bother the lawyer at the time. However, the next day, Diddy brought it up and allegedly asked if she intended on telling anyone.
He came into her office and was like, yeah, so you came in there, so what? What you gonna do? You wanna say something? And she was like, oh no, she was like, I just don't understand why you left the door unlocked.
And if that wasn't enough, he went on to threaten her, saying that he would ruin her life if she spilled the beans. Yikes, this is one hot mess that's sure to have everyone talking.
You chased that woman out of your offices because she saw you being you, and then you threatened to ruin her life if she ever told anyone. But she did tell someone. She told me.
The fierce Jaguar is still sinking her claws into Diddy, and this time she's accusing him of using his power to coerce Christopher Williams into performing a sexual act on him, all in exchange for a demo deal. Oh, and she's not done yet. Jaguar goes on to claim that Diddy tried to kick the lawyer and even the legendary Wendy Williams out of New York. Can you believe it?
And you chased that young woman out of New York, just like you tried to chase Wendy Williams out of New York.
Jaguar is holding nothing back and is adamant that Diddy has been using his power to force men into degrading acts just to prove how powerful he is. And let me tell you, she's not afraid to speak her mind. She even goes on to declare that the lawyer who walked in on Diddy is under her protection, so he better not even try to come after her.
And I've kept her secret all of these years. You better not try to do nothing to her either, because she ain't got nothing to be ashamed of.
But wait, there's more. Jaguar is not pulling any punches and insists that Diddy needs to pay reparations to everyone who ever signed with Bad Boy Records because she's pretty sure that he's abused them all. These accusations are absolutely insane, folks. And if they're true, it could mean the end for Diddy.
You need to pay reparations to everybody you fucked over. And you need to pay reparations to everybody who was ever signed to Bad Boy.
To top it all off, Jaguar even calls Diddy a punk and accuses him of flying young children on his private jets from location to location just so he can sexually harass them in an Epstein-esque manner. This is absolutely crazy, and I'm sure this is one showdown that's far from over.
Anybody afraid of you when you ain't nothing but a punk? And all of them girls and all of them young boys that you put on planes, flying here and there so that you could sexually harass them.
Hold on to your seats, folks, because the drama just keeps coming. After Jaguar's explosive allegations against Diddy, Christopher Williams responds in a very curious manner. See for yourself. It's almost as if he's brushing off Jaguar's words as foolish rambling. But it could also be that he's scared of Diddy's power and influence and doesn't want to speak out against him. Unfortunately, that's a common and unfortunate power dynamic that exists in relationships like these.
But we both know, I'm not lying. Everybody knows you like humiliating men because you want to prove you the biggest dude in the room. But the truth is,
Jaguar is not backing down and accuses Diddy of silencing anyone who wants to speak out against him by having enough dirt to ruin their careers. But Jaguar is not afraid. She counters by saying that she has more dirt on Diddy than he has on her and that she won't hesitate to ruin whatever he stands for.
All of these niggas out here, you might got dirt on them. But guess what? I got more dirt on you than you got on me, Puff.
She even claims that a lot of women have things on him that he doesn't want to see the light of day. If things ever go south, Jaguar is ready to expose everything about Diddy to the world with no remorse.
There's a lot of chicks out there that got the goods on you.
But that's not all, folks. Jaguar is not taking any chances and expects a violent response from Diddy. She knows that her life is in danger, so she's armed and prepared for anything that might come her way. This woman is not playing games, and she's ready for whatever comes her way.
So, I am going to go to sleep with my gun, just in case shots start firing around here and I got to bust back.
Although it might come as a surprise to some, when you consider what he has been accused of in the past, it all starts to make sense. So, what exactly are we talking about? Brace yourselves. One of the rap mogul's ex-girlfriends has accused him of physically abusing her and has made other serious allegations against him. In fact, this unidentified woman even posted videos of herself and Diddy getting pretty cozy on camera. However, the videos were quickly deleted by the woman, but not before they were grabbed by the gossip website The Shade Room, which then broadcast them to their millions of followers. But wait, there's more. The woman, known as Gina Hyde or Virginia V, decided to sit down with media personality Tasha K to reveal details of her tumultuous relationship with Diddy. In a 3-part interview, Virginia V disclosed that she and Diddy had an on-again, off-again relationship even while he was still dating someone else. She also described multiple occasions where Diddy allegedly stomped on and hit her. This is some heavy stuff, folks, and we can only hope that justice is served. Virginia V told YouTuber Tasha K that Diddy reportedly abused her. Virginia V said, "He was mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing me. He would always compare me to Cassie and tell me that I'm the bad one, she's a good one." Virginia V went on to describe a particular incident where she believes Diddy assaulted her, saying, "Did this when King Loss was sitting in the back. And when we got to the hotel, it got even worse. He took one of my heels and tried to throw it at me. He mushed my face really hard and made my nose bleed. Every time me and Puff got into fights like that, the only person that ever helped me was D-Rock. Everyone else allowed it to happen and looked the other way." Oh, but it doesn't end there. She also claimed that he paid her to have many abortions. Speaking about the alleged abortion during her interview, Virginia V said, "The first time was October 2014. Well, I told him and he was like, 'You're getting an abortion, right?' Then I was like, 'I don't know yet.' Then he offered me $50,000 to get rid of it, but I turned it down because I just loved him. I was trying to prove that. I wasn't the girl that wanted him for money. I just cared about him. I just wanted him to be nice to me, that's it." Virginia B stated during an interview with media personality Tasha K that she had a 5-year relationship with Diddy that coincided with his public relationship with Cassie for several years. In the interview, Virginia B accused Diddy of dating Steve Harvey's 22-year-old stepdaughter Lori Harvey and of physically assaulting her during a violent altercation by stomping on her stomach. Without the context we provided earlier, these accusations may seem unbelievable. However, given the numerous reservations people have about Diddy's behavior and the controversies surrounding him behind the scenes, it becomes increasingly difficult to deny that something suspicious may be going on with him. But that's not even the worst part. Now, it seems that the rumors of Diddy's sexuality will soon become the least of his worries. Jimmy the henchman Rosemond was questioned by federal authorities in 2013. The Smoking Gun reported that Jimmy the henchman Rosemond, a former music manager turned cocaine kingpin, was interrogated by federal authorities in 2013 about Diddy's sexuality and whether he had ever engaged in sexual acts with teenage boys to Rosemond's knowledge. Rosemond was taken aback by the sudden questioning and provided no further information. The investigator brought up several names from the rap industry and asked Rosemond about their sexual exploits. In 2017, Diddy's former cook, Cindy Ruta, filed a case in Loudoun County Superior Court claiming that she was framed for theft and fired after complaining about sexual harassment and unpaid overtime. Among other allegations, Ruta accused Sean Combs of sexual harassment, retaliation, defamation, failure to pay overtime, and intentional infliction of mental distress. She alleged that she was asked to prepare meals for Combs and his guests immediately following sexual activity after starting to work for him in 2015. According to Ruta, she gave Combs a post-coital meal while he was naked and that he asked her whether she loved his physique. She also said one of his friends came into the kitchen naked and requested her to look at and admire his genitals. She says she was lured into a situation where she could be accused of theft and ultimately terminated after complaining to Combs' estate director Stacey Friend about her working conditions. The complaint alleges that Iris, Combs' executive cleaner, would often retrieve discarded items in the house and present them to Ruta. One such item was a watch that Iris claimed to have found in the trash, which Ruta accepted. After a few days, the plaintiff was accused of theft and was offered a deal to return the watch and sign a waiver of all rights and claims against defendants, wrote attorney James Blankart in the complaint. Ruta did return the watch but declined to sign the waiver. Initially, Ruta had sought damages for unpaid wages and overtime, punitive damages, and an injunction to prevent future employees from being wrongfully classified as exempt. Diddy's team initially welcomed the lawsuit as a challenge, but eventually settled out of court, preventing the case from becoming public knowledge. Settlements are usually indicative of guilt, and given Diddy's history, it seems likely that he was at fault. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching and goodbye.